today we are grounding ourselves in what truly matters. Namaste guides us back to life's basics, while self-compassion asks us to challenge the unkind stories we repeat about ourselves. We honor Gujaswari's flowing abundance, and our moment of Zen reminds us to be fully present, capturing this fleeting moment with clarity, honesty, and kindness. Namaste, Witchlings! Welcome, one and all, to Dai's Daily Divinations and Self-Care. This is where magic meets mindfulness, where we weave together the sacred spiral flow, honoring the day, listening to the cards, and caring for ourselves along the way. So, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hey, hi, hello, and welcome. Each day we flow with the sacred spiral. I am Dai, your favorite yoga witch, and guide through it. So, let's go step into today's spiral together. Now, go grab your favorite crystal. I am grabbing selenite heart today. Grab your favorite crystal, light your candle or incense, cozy up with your coffee, tea, or whatever brew fills your mug, and let's step into today's spiral of wisdom and self-care together. Don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing. It helps our Witchling circle grow and keeps the daily spiral turning. I sound like a monkey. Hey, Witchlings! I have got some seriously exciting news. This YouTube channel is officially first tier monetized, and you can now join as a Witchling member. When you join, you'll unlock all sorts of cool goodies, such as access to our private Discord community, custom emojis of the critters and yours truly, priority responses to your comments, early access to new videos, members-only content, plus exclusive chats and live streams just for our circle. Your membership helps me keep creating all of this magic, and it lets us stay connected on a deeper and in more meaningful ways. So if you feel so called to support the channel and step a little closer into the coven, tap that join button and come on in. Do not join if you cannot afford it. All right. We have no birthdays today. Sad face. Okay. Caught that. All right. Oh, candle. Did I get it seated? Mostly. All right. But forgot to trim it. All right. Oh, let's see. Saw that. Okay, that works, Mimi. Glad you're here. I see John. I see Will. I don't see an Andrea, but that's okay. Fixing the candle. Because it is not sticky. There we go. Now it'll stick right. Ha! Don't think it's leaning too much. Shock or shocks. All right. We do not have birthdays today, so we are lighting our candle for Raven in their post-op period, Kat's manager's baby who is still in the NICU last I heard, all of us with loved ones dealing with some really gnarly tough situations, Will's healing post-op as well. So, to all of you, I send healing juju and kind blessings. As I light this flame, may our light be a beacon of hope in the darkness for those stumbling and or lost along the way. We also hold this light for survivors and victims of domestic and gun violence, remembering them in our circle. And now with the lighting of our flame, our circle is closed and we invite the ancestors to join us here today. Booyah! Why are you up there when you belong over there? There we go. Fa. Yep, new candle. We burned the old one out last night, or yesterday during stream. It literally went out just as we were wrapping up, too. It was glorious. I went to pick it up so that I could snuff what was left, and it went bloop and smoked. It let the smoke out. I love the thumb holes. All right. Now, let's go take just a teeny tiny peek at the holidays that are weaving their way through the spiral of today. Got a few interesting ones today, so don't normally... Okay, we'll do that. Sorry, communications issues. He's hearing himself when he shouldn't be. Well, let's go ahead and take a quick peek at the holidays that are weaving their way through today's spiral. We have National Cake Day. Today brings a little sweetness into the week, a reminder that joy doesn't have to be big or elaborate to be real. Whether you bake, share, or just daydream about your favorite slice, let this day be a nudge towards some simple pleasures. A little sweetness can go a long, long way, especially during a busy holiday week. National Jukebox Day. Oh, this is a fun one. Today celebrates the nostalgia and magic of music, the kind that fills a room, shifts a mood, or just brings back a whole memory with a single solitary note. If you have a song that always lifts your spirit, today is the perfect day to play it loud and dance it out, even if it's just in your kitchen with the critters watching you like you've lost your goddamned mind. Music is medicine. It is also Good Grief Day. Now, while this sounds like it's a Snoopy-related holiday, this one kind of hits the heart. Today invites us to honor our losses, big ones, small ones, recent ones, and the ones that we have tucked away because life just keeps going. Grief deserves space. It deserves breath, and it definitely deserves some compassion. Give yourself permission to feel what you feel today without judgment. Healing moves at its own pace, and your heart knows the way. Those are our holidays. Good Grief Day really feels like it should be a Snoopy holiday. Pick one up in the morning, John. Hey, Kiki, how are you doing today? Yeah, John needs to pick up some cupcakes, Hostess cupcakes on the way home tomorrow. Well, later today. That's true. These are US-based holidays. I try to pull some of the UK-based holidays when I get them. I just spilled coffee on my mat. My office may be chaotic, but it's a controlled chaos, and I usually know where everything is. He's not wrong. Oh, I love Snoopy and the Peanuts gang. And like Charlie Brown, I hope every year that she's not going to yank the football away. All right. Oh, it is Tuesday. I am impressed. I am happy that it is Tuesday. This week did not start well yesterday. Yesterday was Is it Wednesday? How the fuck is it? Oh, yes. This stream will be seen on Wednesday, but it's Tuesday, and I'm just like, how the fluff? Hey, you! Yes, it is Tuesday. He's reminding me that he trims and re-releases the episode as a recording tomorrow, so it's technically Wednesday. What are you up to? Haven't talked to you in a dog... Well, I have in comments and shit, but I haven't seen you in a dog's age. And I miss June Fair something fierce. All right, y'all. The cards today, before we really get into them, the cards today are actually not too bad. They're definitely... They definitely have a message for us. I'm glad it got repaired, hun. Yay. That train of thought just completely derailed. Oh, well. All right, shall we get into the cards? We have cards. My oracle cards. I love my cards. Let us see what the cards have to tell us today. Old emotions resurface. I forgot to breathe. Let's try that again. Let's see what the cards have to tell us today. Old emotions resurface today, stirring up hurt and unanswered questions, but clarity is finally breaking through that fog, revealing a turning point. Change is coming, and this shift opens the path towards healing and renewal. Stick around for the whole reading and leave me a comment about what resonates with you. Okay, we start with... Uh-oh. There it is. You don't love me. Followed by... It still hurts. And last but not least... Changes will be made. And what do these three cards all together tell us? Let's find out. It feels like you don't love me, and honestly, it still hurts to sit with those feelings. But when you pause and really look at it, the truth starts to settle in. The decision has been made that changes will be made. Those are our oracle cards. What? Figuring that one out. We're working on some stuff here. Polishing up everything again. But you know what? That's okay. Yeah. Want to look at the tarot cards now? Let's go look at the tarot cards now. Today's tarot cards. You're being pushed to slow down and regroup, even as strong personalities and stubborn energy stir things up around you. A challenge is still unfolding, but you're weary, but this moment asks you to trust your own strength more than ever. Stick around for the full reading. Let me know in the comments what resonates. We start with... We start with the... Four of Swords reversed, recuperation and recovery. Next, we have the Knight of Swords. Opinionated and headstrong, do not hesitate to stand up and speak out for yourself. Last but not least, Seven of Rods reversed. Struggle, battle weariness, and a need to believe in oneself. So, what do these three cards tell us all together? Sorry. All right, so The Four of Swords reversed makes it loud and clear that it is time to focus on recuperation and recovery. The Knight of Swords brings in someone bold, outspoken, and unafraid to stand their ground. And the Seven of Rods reversed points to an ongoing struggle. You're exhausted, but it's a reminder that believing in yourself is absolutely essential right now. That's our tarot. And now, my darlings, let us weave together the oracle and tarot into one sacred spiral. Witchlings, a single thread of guidance winding through each and every card. So, old emotional wounds are resurfacing, pushing you to face truths you have avoided. Clarity is forming, and with it comes the realization that something in your life cannot stay the same. It's time to rest, speak your truth, stop fighting every battle, and trust yourself as meaningful change begins. Stick around and let me know what you think after the whole reading. All right. Our reading begins with the pain of you don't love me and it still hurts, showing emotional wounds that cannot be ignored anymore. Sitting with these feelings brings clarity, the realization that changes will be made because something must shift. The Four of Swords reversed urges you to slow down and recover, while the Knight of Swords brings in a bold, outspoken energy pushing for truth and forward movement. The Seven of Rods reversed shows your weariness and the need to stop fighting battles that drain you. Together, these cards reveal a turning point, honest emotions, needed rest, strong words, and the reminder to believe in yourself as you make the changes that lead to healing. That's our combined reading and our affirmation. Our affirmation. I honor my feelings, I trust my truth, and I welcome the changes that support my healing. I release the battles that drain me and choose rest, clarity, and self-belief. That's our affirmation today. What do you guys think of everything? Boink. That works. Okay. Oh. Witchy Mama needs more coffee. Oofta. No clue, but oh, pop that into there. That can stay there. All right. Okay. I did make that one a little longer today. Okay, let's check in with the chat. Clunk. I know, and I am so sorry, John. Well. Oh, hey, James. Who are the cards for a specific person? No. Let's see. Sticking around resonates. I like that. And you are very welcome, friend. Triangle. Yeah, I'm not sure. But, yeah, so Four of Swords, Four of Swords reversed, Knight of Swords, and Seven of Rods reversed. Not sure, but James is in the horizontal feed asking if the cards are for who the cards are for and if they're for a specific person. I explained this yesterday, but I don't think it was James that asked, so I will explain quickly. So when I am pulling the cards, shuffling and pulling the cards for my daily reading here, I am basically just asking the universe, hey, what what does somebody need to hear today? What does somebody that's going to be watching me need to hear? And I really love the way Madam Adam, who is another social media reader, starts their readings. If this reading popped up on your feed, then obviously it's for you. And that's kind of how I feel. If you see this randomly or you just kind of pop in, there's a chance that it's going to resonate with something in your life. If it doesn't, no big. Because, you know, we also have the self-care cards that also work for everybody. But or they may resonate more for you today than they did yesterday. So that's how this works. I don't know. I don't want to say I don't know. I cannot speak for other readers who do this on lives and social media. I said a triangle in the cards. Okay. Da 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 da. Hold on. Spell bottle under the mouse. Okay. Four of Swords, recovery, battle weariness. The Seven of Rods reversed points to an ongoing struggle. You're exhausted, but it's a reminder that believing in yourself is absolutely essential right now. Hold on, Mert. All right, old emotional wounds are pushing you to face, are resurfacing, pushing you to face. Truths you've avoided, clarity is forming. That's okay, James. We're good. I'm not sure where I mentioned a triangle, though. Probably my mouth. Probably my mouth running faster than my brain and garbling two words together. But that's okay. All right, Mert, you had a question. What would you like? What are you asking? And yeah, as he said, I'm only half gay. Okay, move to mouse. No, I can't say I'm only gay half the time. I'm only half gay because, unfortunately, more of my relationships have been straight passing than not. Unfortunately. That is not what we want, Dai. James, I don't mind explaining it to you over and over and over again. Because you are willing to learn and to listen, and that, above all things in here, means more than just accepting what I say with no question. I want people to question and learn. Yeah, I will explain it a million times if you really want to know. But if you're just, and this is now royal you, if you're just going to come in here and talk shit about what I'm doing, then I'll get upset. You, James, you ask logical questions, reasonable questions, and I am more than happy to answer them. Are you saying you're only half gay, Nicole? Oh, you know what? I think it was the Oracle. Hold on. It was. Oh, God. Hold on. Oh, right now the only one I can picture is the stupid voodoo cat from the other day. That's the chakras. Yes! It's still... Is this the triangle? I think that's the triangle. We figured it out. All right, I feel better now. It still hurts. Yep, that's what jumped out to him. Okay. Well, yep, and that particular iconography jumping out. Yeah. Yep. That's very possibly my brain was running faster than my mouth. Northwest Chile or something. Okay. Up. Okay. We are far too much alike, other than the lack of hiccups, which I don't know how you live with that. Holy cheapers. All right. Tarot cards are put away. Oracle cards are put away. Put the drawer back where it belongs. All right, here we go. I appreciate you're trying, James. That's the important part. And I love it. I love it when people want to learn. I wanted to be a teacher so bad at one point. I'll shoot you with a water gun, okay? Mimi's asking somebody, please shoot me. Just kidding. It's still down to you. Is that Northwest Chile? Because that's either Chile or someone saying child. Thought so. Okay. Pinochet's 110th birthday. I don't blame you for not missing him. A bigger triangle. Of course, today is the day that I put everything away right on time. Okay, so there's changes. Still hurts. Oh, you're right. It does have a big triangle on it. Good catch. Yep. Okay. Yeah, chat is being slightly laggy, but that's okay. All right. Close that. There we go. Ricola. Anyway. All right, I'm going to do this. I'll get it away from the mic a little more. Apparently, my earbud is yelling quite loudly into the microphone today, and I apologize for that, y'all. Don't. Haha. Yeah. All right. So how are we doing so far? Yep. The cards screaming at anybody in particular yet? They kind of were to me. That's that evil white shit. That word is not allowed in my house for another month. All right. I do. But I have to drive Friday, and I don't want to think about that. Ew. All right. Shell. Whoop. That's possible, John. Oh, sorry, y'all. You guys heard that slurp of coffee. I apologize. I'm trying not to slurp into the microphone. I'm learning. I love you, John. I love your sense of humor and your really crappy puns. They are so great. All right. Shall we bippity bop on to our goddess for today? Cool beans. Frio frijoles. Gotta be. That's true. There we go. My earring is like being wonky. Oh, that's right. We have Namaste. I am wearing the tarot cards again. Mimi, I totally agree with you. I hate having to talk to the bank, period. It just, and then, well, yep. We usually get it. We've had some snow as early as Halloween. We've had a couple of Thanksgivings where, we had some. And in the 13 years I've lived in this house, I think we've had one white Christmas here. Because usually, we don't get snow until mid-January. And then it'll dump on us. And, yeah. And we're expecting a La Nina winter this year, which is colder and wetter. And the last time we had a really good La Nina winter, we got like 2 feet of snow, which I understand for people in the Midwest is nothing new or different. But here in the Pacific Northwest, they tend to start shutting things down if there's a forecast of snow. God's forbid the snow actually comes down. And then we have that when the snow comes down, that's how we end up with metro buses hanging over the freeway because it slid down the hill that dead-ended into the freeway. Yeah, that happened. Elephant. There are pictures of it, and if you Google King 5 News bus hanging over freeway, you will see an article about it. I know King 5 covered it. King 5 is the local, I want to say NBC station. Yay, I remembered. That's cool, Joran. Okay. Lettuce. Ooh, salad. Anyway, let's move on to Namaste. I want to buy the cabbage. Namaste. Reminds us to get back to basics. The best things in life are free. When the world becomes too overwhelming, leave it all behind. Get back to basics and escape within yourself. Pretend nothing else exists except you. What part of your body feels the safest and calmest? Center yourself there right now. Let everything else fall away. Remain in this state for 8 minutes. Giving time to yourself instead of everything else allows you to recharge and reconnect with your energy and power. This will give you the gift of harmony. Namaste, my friends. Self-compassion. Let's see what self-compassion says. Self-compassion is the storyteller. What old story do you tell about yourself that's stuck on repeat? Can you take a moment and write down the more compassionate version? Self-compassion, my friends. All right. Those are oh, yes. Okay. Yes, it is an elephant, and yes, it is the Namaste card. Okay. Here's the back of the card. Namaste Stress Less cards. I honestly purchased them from Amazon. There we go. Now you can both feeds can see it. Yep, this is the card I just read. I picked these 2 decks up at the same time. Had no idea exactly what this one was, but it sounded cool. And I picked the self-compassion deck up after my therapist told me I needed to start working on being more self-compassionate. Because you know how this one says, what's the story that you tell about yourself on repeat? I am a fuck up, a failure, and I will never be anything but a fuck up and a failure is mine. Because I have heard those words yelled at me so many times in my life, and I have absolutely zero compassion for myself because of it. And my darling therapist, she is a wonderful lady, strongly recommended that I pick up the self-compassion workbook and it's not sitting there anymore. I don't even, there it is. But the self-compassion workbook and the book that goes with it. And yeah, She was not wrong. I am very hard on myself because I still hear the incubator's voice in my head. But anyway, there is an Amazon link to this. Is it in... Do they still get put into the description box? In what? Okay. There is an Amazon link to this in the description box here. Just a heads up. Anything you buy from those Amazon links in the description box, I do get a small commission for it. They are affiliate links. Doesn't add anything to your price, but it does help me out just a smidge bit. Yeah, I get like 5 cents from most things. And yes, so my comment about wanting the cabbage, as the man behind the curtain said, John Oliver's Cabbage Bride is up for auction. I want to buy his Cabbage Bride. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember not to slurp into the mic. I'm sorry. All right. I am so sorry that you are also in that boat, James. James is saying he's like me and not very kind to himself. Many, many, many people today aren't. And I'm going to go on a little mini rant here. But we live in a society that has decided that teaching by shame and blame and punishment is more effective than teaching kindly and compassionately. Studies have been done, and I'm going to bring up gentle parenting here. Please bear with me. Studies have been done that teaching with compassion and kindness and all of that works far better than the punitive ways we do normally. Let's take gentle parenting as an example. With gentle parenting, you are not smacking your kids and giving them because I said so answers. You are getting down on their level, eye to eye with them, and explaining to them in terms they understand why what they did was wrong and why they need to fix it and how to fix it. It does not mean they do not have consequences. It says it is that they have those consequences, but they are not just doled out without the explanation as to why. And it has been discovered that people learn how to behave much better when they understand why this behavior is inappropriate. Princess Bride is awesome. So I'm not even going to get into the rant about people conflating permissive parenting for gentle parenting, but that's it. Yep. I can see her face, but I cannot for the life of me remember her name. John would know it better than we would, probably because he lives there. I have never read the book of The Princess Bride. James is saying he loves the movie The Princess Bride and the book, and I'm like, I really need to read that book. Watch that book, Di? Wow. Apparently. I know. And my nose isn't particularly stuffed up. That's usually when I get slurpier. All right, y'all. Now that I have gone on my mini rant, shall we move on to our goddess? Why do I say it like that? Goddess. There she is. Ha. Yep. All right, here we go. Today's goddess. Next, we are honoring the goddess of the day. She's a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us on today's spiral. Gujaswari is a revered Nepalese goddess of earth, water, and abundance, honored during Gujaswari Jatri. Wow, is that some tongue twisters. Her presence is often symbolized by a simple bowl of water, a reminder of the life-giving element that cleanses, nourishes, and purifies body, mind, and spirit. As a mother goddess, she embodies the fertile generosity of the earth and the gentle flow of blessings that sustain all beings. To honor her, devotees fast, pray, and offer fresh water, a ritual you can echo by placing a bowl of clean water on your altar for the day. Abstain from a meal or a favorite food as an act of mindful gratitude. Tonight, use that blessed water to cleanse your space, moving counterclockwise to release stagnant energy and then clockwise to invite renewal. With any remaining drops, bless your pets for health, your car for safe travels, your children's beds for peaceful sleep, and even your tools and appliances for smooth functioning. And that's today's goddess. What do we think of her? I like it. I rather like her. Who did I just kick? Oh, it's Fuzzbutt. Okay. Oh, Mimi, there is no job to do today. People are behaving. Yes, Liz Truss. That's who I was thinking of. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, and I couldn't remember her name. Damn, is the cabbage going for something? Wait. There. Damn it. All right. Yep. Mimi, Nicole remembers that's from, yeah, Snowmageddon. Is the cabbage going for election in the UK? Do beavers do a damn job? Oh my God, John. You're fine, Mimi. Don't worry about it. Cool. Yeah. If we were having a problem, we'd be yelling at you, Mimi. Nicole, I hope you know how much I'm doing a happy dance with the fact that you're here today. Just saying. We'll talk. I want to read The Princess Bride. James is saying he doesn't understand very well how to bring his kids up without the corporal punishment, I believe is what he's saying. Smacking is illegal in Scotland, but he was brought up being smacked. Same. I made the decision. I made the decision as a teenager that I was not going to parent with corporal punishment because that was what I had been subjected to. I was going to gentle parent, which is how I know what gentle parenting actually is. However, I was overridden at every turn until my oldest was a freshman in high school and my youngest was in the 5th grade. Even then, it was about half the time. So, yeah. I love the concept of gentle parenting because as an autistic person, if I don't understand why the rule is in place, if it does not make logical sense to me, I'm not going to obey it. So if you can make me understand why I have to do this, I will follow the rules to a T. Again, autistic. And get very annoyed when other people aren't. So, yeah. But it does take a lot of work. Most of the good, gentle parents I know have done extensive therapy, partly because their childhoods were shitty as hell, and partly because even if it wasn't a really crappy childhood, you still grew up with the corporal punishment as the way to go. And a lot of us have to go and do therapy to be able to parent when we are angry and not take that anger out on our children. Exactly. Yes, that's exactly what happened in this house. The spanking the autistic kids didn't. Okay, so my friend Nicole, Meep in the other chat, is saying spanking my autistic son made it worse, and her anxiety and anger got worse. So she went to gentle parenting. I had forgotten she was a gentle parent. With neurodivergent kids, gentle parenting is so much better. Because they strive for the why behind everything. Oh my good goddess, my mother makes so much more sense. My mother's name was Alice, and she got dubbed Alice in Wonderland because her favorite word as a kid was why. She wanted to know why everything was the way it was. Huh? But I need to do some thinking later. Anyway, now that I have sent my own brain down a freaking rabbit hole, it is time for a moment of Zen, and then we get to wrap up for the day and move on to the after party. Whoops. All right. We have our moment of Zen from the Little Book of Zen. I love this book. Today we have quotes from Paul Cézanne and Aldous Huxley. How many of us recognize that name? All right, so, moment of Zen. Paul Cézanne says, right now, a moment of time is fleeting by. Capture its reality in paint. To do that, we must put all else out of our minds. We must become that moment, make ourselves a sensitive recording plate. Give the image of what we actually see, forgetting everything that has been seen before our time. And then Aldous Huxley. It is a bit embarrassing to have been concerned with the human problem all one's life and find at the end that one has no more to offer by way of advice than try to be a little kinder. Spread love, joy, and kindness, my friends. That is our moment of Zen today. Yep, Mimi says, always I'm sorry, but as a kid I asked why or how come. Oh, yep, sorry. I forgot we had the blessing. Oh, and somehow there was something gross on my glasses. All right, my loves. Here is today's closing blessing. May the waters of this day cleanse what's heavy, soften what's tangled, and refresh the energy around you. May every room you touch feel lighter, every breath feel fuller, and every step forward feel steadier. As night settles in, may peace rise gently within you, and may renewal find its way into every corner of your life. Blessed be my witchlings, and namaste. All right, y'all. It's time to open our circle and extinguish our candle. So, with the extinguishing of our candle, our sacred circle is now open, and we extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors who chose to join us today. That poor wick. It looks so funny. All right. All right, before we go completely, you guys, I have a quick reminder. This channel is entirely supported by the Witchling community. There are no corporate sponsors here, just magic and love. So please do us all the favor of liking, sharing, and subscribing. That is a very easy and free way to show your support. And then, my darlings, my dears, my beloveds, my witchlings, go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is already enough darkness and hate. Please, let's try to be beacons of hope and light for those stumbling and lost in the dark. Tell your loved ones whether they walk on two legs, fly with wings, curl up with fur, glide with scales, or tiptoe on tiny paws with claws. Let them know that they are precious to you, because moments slip away far faster than we expect, and those last goodbyes often come way, way, way too soon. And please, if you only take one thing away from all of this that we have done here today, please always, always, always remember, you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and your purpose here is real, even if you have not yet discovered it. I was 45 before I did. I love you guys all 2 bits. Namaste, my witchlings.